Municipal Stadium when this franchise entered the NFL. We welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from Jacksonville. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now ETN to start the drive. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Lawrence going to put it up right away. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
From the 31, here comes second and a yard.
Ready? 36, 30 left. Check three. Hold the loop,
Straight ahead, ETN. And ETN going to have a Jags first down as the tackle made up around the 33-yard line.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check. Lucky.
A give, it's ETN off the option. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. ETN once more, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Now this defense for the Lions, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
This 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And he'll go down shy of 40 at the 41. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So, Charles, for this offense, we've been talking all year about how difficult it would be to run the table. And you gave me your chances early in the year. You thought maybe 25%. A few weeks ago, you thought closer to 50, but not quite 50. Now, here they are, 15-0. This is happening, isn't it?
I think it is, Brandon, because I do believe this team is too invested, too well coached to fall asleep at the switch now. And I think it ultimately benefits them to stay engaged all the way through the season, because make it to the finish line, then they get the open week to refresh and re-energize. But if you get off the gas now, that can really hurt you come playoff time.
And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And maybe the wrong read there, as he's going to go down immediately. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11.
Let's go, baby. He's coming. We got double up. 13, Luke.
On play action, Lawrence. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Lions are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync. And the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Second and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. You look at this Jaguar defense. They were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you consider the break-even mark. If you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course. A pretty nice effort.
Hooker to throw on 3rd and 1. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Taken at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. From the gun, it's Hooker. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, it's now a 2-touchdown lead in the opening quarter. Following that pick six, they are off to a fast start in this one.
And absolutely ecstatic on the sideline after that play, aren't they? Not just because they got the lead, but how about seeing one of their guys get a chance to take it in for 6? Already up a pair of touchdowns. They've got everything going their way early on.
McManus's point after is good. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice, satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, The thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, Hooker. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Hooker. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. Back deep for Jacksonville, the dangerous Jamal Agnew. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game their toughest test yet?
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Second and 6.
Switch it. Come here, switch it. He's coming. Check him. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 11.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Able to shake him off, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Like the footwork back there, and I thought you did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still 3,000 yards, a good season.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. ETN up the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. And they'll go again with Etienne.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll run with Etienne.
Yeah, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Going for it, here's Etienne.
And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back can get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure he got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Mike 46. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Check, 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 check.
Running out of the gun with Etienne.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Check safety, check safety.
Now Lawrence changing the play.
Hey, kill, kill, kill.
Another tote for Etienne.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
46.
On 2nd down, here's the option.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Trevor Lawrence keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Jags take a 3-touchdown lead.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 21-0.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
Now Hooker.
He's airing it out for Williams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
He's to the 15.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Jamison Williams
with his 16th touchdown of the year.
And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, this certainly feels like complimentary football to me, partner, because the momentum from the team's touchdown drive looks like it's made its way over to the defense. They're working together in tandem now. Offense gets in the end zone, defense with a big sack on the first play of the following drive.
They go play action now. Lawrence. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
They go play action with Lawrence. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted.
And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Hooker's going to throw it. That's to the tight end, Laporta.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with second and a couple.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Here's Hooker.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to make it 4th down.
You're not 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Top roll 18.
Hooker going to try and throw for it.
Flush to his right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. McManus's point after is good, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. A final shot before break. Hooker eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 9.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Throwing. Hooker. That's into the hands of Khalif Raymond. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Hooker now on first down. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down. Now Hooker going to change things up a bit. Here's a 2nd and 7. Flushed out right. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Ready? 19, 18. Mike, check 33. 33. I'm coming after you. Check, hurt. Hey, check that. Street. Safety scraping. 6 guys.
They go play action. Here's Hooker. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Point after, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14.
And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
A handoff for Etienne.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
This is 2nd and 8. Here's a give to Etienne.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
Here's Logan Cook now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt, and the Lions will take over. Offense ready to kick off their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Here's Hooker to throw it. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off.
And the Jags are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance.
Taking it right down Broadway.
Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10.
Touchdown, Jaguars.
Travis Etienne.
64 yards.
And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
McManus now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there for Detroit. 43 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Off play action. Here's Hooker.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville. Working out of the shotgun, Hooker.
And he'll be out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. And that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Hooker now on 2nd down.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Amon-Ra St. Brown
From a yard out.
And the Lions get a bit closer. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review. So they had it right.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. out as the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Lawrence giving to Etienne here on the option.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Under 10. Take right open.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Ricky. Hey, check Mike 46. Check Mike 46. Coming to you. Check 26. 11.
Now Lawrence on first down. Etienne bringing in another one.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Etienne with it. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll run. It's Etienne.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
2nd down and 4.
Hey, Mike 51. Big Lion. Check 13. Watch the
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Watch the whip.
And this pass broken up. Now the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
This is really impressive because when the offenses are running RPOs, things move very quickly. Fake, ball's out of his hands, and they're trying to hit him in the gaps downfield. And instead, the defender reacts so well that he makes a play on it, and the ball falls incomplete.
The kick by McManus is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
1st down throw here. It's Hooker. Williams brings it in. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
On 1st and 10, Hooker. Finding Williams once more, complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To throw on 2nd down, here's Hooker. Well, that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 21. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. They'll look to throw again. Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Again, it's Hooker looking to throw.
Dancing to his left.
That is incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
They'll go for it. Hooker.
And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. But now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
They'll start on the ground. ETN. He'll get this to the 24, and it's 2nd down. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Off the option, here's ETN.
And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
He's coming, check in. Get the ball. He's crossing. He's checking crack. Hey, kill. Take right open.
Here's Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Offensively, another big chunk of yardage, Charles, but defensively, they had all this talk about trying to limit explosive plays. They have not been able to do that.
They discussed it all week, but they haven't been able to execute it at all, haven't been able to find a way to slow down this offense. They're seeking answers and not coming up with any.
Now Etienne.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
We're going to shut you down. We're going to shut you down.
Here's Etienne.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Second and 7. And they'll run here with Etienne.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Lawrence hit and the ball is free. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
He's checking. Safe right.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.